You know, as Taylor Swift once said, it's been a long time coming, and it's been a long time since I made a video, so whatever. But my name is Charles, and welcome to my channel. And today on my channel, I'm going to be talking about the Barnes& Noble Criterion sale, also the Criterion Collection's flash sale, because this video is mostly going to be comprised of the movies I bought during the, Criterion Collection's 50% off flash sale that happened a few weeks ago. And I only got a little bit of things from the Barnes& Noble's Criterion sale because during that flash sale, I got most of what I wanted. So this video has to be a mix of both of them in order for me to justify my mind making this video. So yes. As I said in my last video, there aren't that many titles from the Criterion Collection that I want anymore. I've basically bought all the titles that they've already released that I want. So unless I'm watching a movie for the first time from the collection and I actually like it, I'm not really into buying anything from their past catalogs. So I'm mainly going to be picking things up from their new releases, or if it's a 4K upgrade. Some 4K upgrades, I'm like, maybe I don't need that. But for the most part, I'm just like, okay, we are continuing with, buying Criterions. Hopefully they announce even better Criterions in the future. They've announced Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio as one of their new releases coming up in December when the sale's over, but bleh. But I'm going to get that. Not the biggest fan of that movie, but I like Guillermo, and the movie is quote-unquote good, so I'm gonna get it still. The one I'm looking forward to the most that they've announced is Trainspotting. Love Trainspotting. That monologue that Ewan McGregor gives at the very end. Ooh, how did that not nab him an Oscar nomination? I guess it's like voiceover done, but him in that whole movie is a slay. That movie is a slay in general. But yeah, I just need Criterion to be releasing more movies that will get me excited again, because once again, their new releases are the only things that I'm pretty much buying at this point. So if they're not putting out bangers for the new releases, it's giving to me like whatever, which is why, their monthly announcements, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, this is happening. Like, it just occurs to me right now that they're gonna do a new announcement next week, and I almost forgot about it again. That's how like it's become so like whatever, because their releases aren't that exciting. So please, Criterion, do better with your releases, please. Anyways, this video hopefully won't be that long. I know editing me is going to be like, you lied, because it's probably going to be like around 20 minutes, but hopefully if I do a good enough job, this will be less than 20 minutes. But maybe you guys like hearing me ramble about movies, so we'll see how this goes. But one thing's for sure, I am already tired, and I want to go back to the couch and start playing my video games. So let's just get into this video already. Yes. Okay, first I'm going to start off with the Criterions I've already opened. So starting with spine number 745, I got an upgrade from Blu-ray to 4K, which would be Don't Look Now from Nicholas Roeg. Is that how you say his last name? Anyway, it stars Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie. I think this movie's pretty great. I've only seen it once. I bought the Blu-ray before it went not out of stock. Well, I guess out of stock, but out of print, like all those years ago. And then when they announced a 4K, I was like, okay, I'll get the 4K. But part of me is like, maybe I should have sold the Blu-ray when I had the chance. That way I could have got more money. But at the end of the day, I was like, nah, I like this movie too much that I had to have it on a Criterion. Not that weird Paramount, there's regular Blu-ray they put out a few years ago. I was like, this is why it went out of print. I was like, boo, just give it back to Criterion. And on that note, they should have just given Rosemary's Baby back to Criterion too, because that 4K artwork for that movie is atrocious. But yeah, Don't Look Now, it's a great movie. It's been a while, as I said, since I've last watched it, so I need to rewatch it because I'm kind of hazy about what happens, but all I remember is great visuals and Donald Sutherland. Did I say that right? My mouth. Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie slayed in this movie. So if you haven't seen this movie, go watch it because it's great, and very good example of 70s cinema. This is cinema. Okay, up next I have spine number 842, and that is Akira Kurosawa's Dreams. This was another, Blu-ray to 4K upgrade, and I have never watched this movie before, but I know the visuals at the very least are sickening, and I heard this is really good on 4K, so I said, just say yes to the upgrade, so I did. This movie has Martin Scorsese in it as Vincent Van Gogh, so I just have to see it for that alone. And also, it is Akira Kurosawa, so it's probably going to be great. But yeah, never seen this movie before, but hopefully it was worth my money upgrading to 4K. Okay, up next, I have spy number 948, and that is The Princess Bride, and this was another Blu-ray to 4K upgrade. I don't know if this movie deserved a 4K upgrade, but maybe when I watch it, I'll see if it was, warranted. But, this movie is directed by Rob Reiner, and it stars Carrie Hughes, I think is how you say his last name, Robin Wright, Fred Savage, Peter Falk, Andre the Giant, and, oh my god, I'm gonna get guillotined for Mandy Patinkin. See, I didn't think about Mandy Patinkin in this movie. I thought Yentl Mandy Patinkin hot, and that's how it unlocked the name Mandy Patinkin. I was like, what's his name? Yentl, hot, jumps into the river to take a bath naked, Mandy Patinkin. And I was like, Mandy Patinkin in this movie. Here, no there, here, no there. That was a random tangent, but still going. But anyway, The Princess Bride. Fun movie, but once again, I don't know if it was worth upgrading to 4K, but I was just like, why not upgrade to 4K at this point anyway? So I heard the Blu-ray edition of this went out of print as well. So like this coming back around into the collection, I was like, okay, what's going on with them losing movies and then them coming back into their collection? It's getting weird. It was getting weird for a minute, but at least I have some 4K now, and speaking about Mandy Patinkin, I'm just like, Yentl turned, what was it, 50? I think they said. It celebrated its 50th anniversary, or it's about to, November 18th. Tangents. I guess, if you have access to Yentl, go watch it on November 18th to celebrate the 50th anniversary. I do have a copy of Yentl, so I can do that. But once again, Mandy Patinkin in that movie, Barbra Streisand in that movie, both excellent. Mandy Patinkin, very, very hot. The hottest he's ever looked in movies, I guess, in general, in Yentl. But going back to The Princess Bride, I'm just like, this is fun. Yes, tangents I went on during this rant, but whatever. Okay, up next I have spy number 1191, and that is Orson Welles' The Trial, starring Anthony Perkins. This is a movie that I thought was okay, but you know what? I thought to myself, let's give it another try, and this time on 4K. Maybe the quality will make me like this movie more, seeing it in a better restored form. Maybe I wasn't feeling it that day when I watched The Trial initially, but I love me some Anthony Perkins. Like, I think about how Jane Fonda was like, yes, Anthony Perkins for me. And she was like, me and the director of, I forget the movie that the two of them were in, where he plays a basketball player and she's like very obsessed with him. But she was like, me and the director were both obsessed with him. And I'm like, girl, I'm like, you had no chance. You had no chance if you knew Anthony Perkins. And she did know Anthony Perkins, but she said, that's not gonna let me, that's not that stuff. She was like, him being gay is not gonna stop me. And I was like, ooh, Jane. Okay, Jane. But anyway, Anthony Perkins, I think he's a great actor. I don't think he's been given too much credit for his acting past Psycho. And yeah, that's why I'm like, let's rewatch this movie. Support the gay. Support the gay. Anthony Perkins and Stephen Sondheim wrote this movie called The Last of Sheila. It's a whodunit movie. And if you guys have the chance to watch that, you should, because that movie is an absolute slay. The cast is great, and the writing is great from Anthony Perkins and Stephen Sondheim. So check that movie out. But yeah, The Trial. Tell me if you guys like this Orson Welles movie. To be honest with Orson Welles, I'm like hit or miss with that guy. People are like, he is a mastermind, he's a genius. And I'm like, okay, sure. Okay, the last of the movies that I've opened is technically a part of the Criterion collection, but technically part of their new line, the Janus Movies line, Films line, and that is The Innocent from Louis Garrel, starring Louis Garrel and Nomi Merlant, the girl from Portrait of a Lady on Fire. One of the girls. The two girlies be slain in that movie. But anyway, I haven't seen this movie yet. I saw the reviews about this movie, and people said it was fun, so I said, you know what? I like fun. I like having a good time. So, yeah. And then I saw the trailer, and I was like, this does look like a good time. And Nome won a César Award for Best Supporting Actress. So, I was just like, you know what? It was on sale during the flash sale on Criterion's website. And I was like, only $15? That's a yes to me. So, I got it, and I still need to watch it and hopefully it will be good. But if you've seen this movie, tell me down below in the comments if it was good. I was debating whether picking this or EO up, but I went with this one because I was like, this one just looks a bit more fun. Even though EO has Isabelle Huppert in it, I will get to that eventually. It's on the Criterion channel, so I will eventually get to that movie. Eventually. But yes, The Innocent. Hopefully this is good because it just looked like so much fun and the reviews are just so high that I'm like, it can't be bad, right? Just saying, my hair is changing if you haven't noticed throughout this video because I keep messing with it because it keeps getting in my face. So if you notice, it just keeps moving around and it's not continuously the same. That's why. But anyway, moving on to the movies I haven't opened yet from the cellophane. I have first up Spine Number 10, which is Walkabout from Nicholas Roeg. I did not have a Blu-ray of this, so this is a first-time pickup. I don't really know much about this movie. This is a blind buy. I've been dragging my feet to watch this for the longest time, and I thought to myself, well, it looks good on 4K from the 4K trailer I saw, so I thought to myself, let's just pick this up. But you know what? I like Nicholas Roeg. His movies are either hit and miss. As I said, I like a lot. Don't Look Now, even though I can't remember what the plot of that movie really is. I hope this movie's good. I could have watched it on the Criterion channel before I bought this, but I thought to myself, let's just support the Criterion people and buy this and support, cinema. Okay, up next I have Spine Number 84, and that is Good Morning from Yasujiro Hozu. And I already have this movie Late Spring, but I haven't seen it, and I have not seen Good Morning either. But the trailer for this looks so fun, and also I read that this is his most wholesome movie, so I said, why not just pick it up? I mean, I've only watched one movie from Yasujiro Hozu, and that is, I can't remember the name, but it has something to do with the tea leaves. It's in the Criterion collection as well, but I found that to be, maybe I wasn't in the mood for it when I watched it, but I was like, maybe I'll revisit that in the future, maybe. But he's a great director. He's also the guy who directed that movie, The Tokyo Story, which I haven't watched yet, but I will get around to watching it eventually. But yeah, I was just like, support Asian filmmaking. So I picked this up, and hopefully it's good, because it's only like a short 90-something minutes, so how bad can a movie be when people say it's so sweet and wholesome? So yes, hopefully this is good. I just gotta say right now, sorry if the lighting in this video is changing. Like, it was kind of bright a few minutes ago when I started, and then it went to dark and cloudy. It's already winter basically here in Washington. I mean, we're basically in mid-November, which is like winter, right? But anyway, it's like cloudy out there, so like, it was never going to be sunny, and I was never going to have a chance to film this in good lighting, so sorry for the lighting in this video. But anyway, continuing on to Spine Number 1189, I have what do I have? The Bo Winderberg's new Swedish Cinema collection. Yes. Do I know anything about this? No. But I read that it was like 4 movies that he made that had political themes to them, and I heard the movie in this, Elvira Madigan, was really beautiful and really good, so I bought this alone for Elvira Madigan, so hopefully that's good. But yeah, hopefully all 4 of these are good. I love me a good movie that has something to say about it, so hopefully these have really good messages about them, and they are also very just well made, because not all movies need to be entertaining, but they just need to be at least very well made and telling me something and communicating something important to me. So hopefully these movies are good. Okay, up next I have Spine Number 1195, and that is The Others from Alejandro Amenabar. Is that how you say his last name? Sorry to that man, but this movie stars famously Nicole Kidman, and it's famously produced by her then husband Tom Cruise. The Others is a movie that every time I watch it, I'm just like, you better work, Nicole. You better work. It's given The Innocents with Deborah Carr, but actually, this and The Innocents would be a really good double feature. But I like how spooky this movie is, and it's not like scary, but I like the atmosphere of this movie, and the twist at the end. I don't think I knew it going into my first watch, but my second watch, I forgot the twist, so the twist got me the second time I watched it. But yeah, this movie, really good, and I was surprised that this is the first movie from starring Nicole Kidman in the Criterion Collection. I would have thought they would have done, I don't know, Birth first, or The Hours, but you know what? I'm happy with the others. And once again, the others is another Miramax movie that has gone to the Criterion collection. So this plus Train Spotting gives me hope that we'll see stuff like The Hours and Chicago and Shakespeare in Love. Maybe some of y'all don't really care for Shakespeare in Love, and maybe not even for Chicago or The Hours, but I care. I care. That is a reference to the movie Lily that people don't like either, from 1950 something, starring Leslie Caron. But that movie is here nor there. I think you can watch that movie on YouTube for free. But like, I care. I care about certain Miramax movies that people have thrown into the garbage bin because of them being produced by Harvey Weinstein and all that. I'm just like, some of these movies are actually really great, like Shakespeare in Love and Chicago, because they won Best Picture and they both deserve their Best Picture wins. But yeah, the others, great movie. Should have watched this during Halloween, but once again, the sale wasn't happening during Halloween, so actually I had a Blu-ray edition of this, so I should have watched it during Halloween. I kind of forgot what I watched during Halloween. Okay, lastly, I have Spine number 1197, and that is the Jackie Chan box set that they just released. Box set, more like a digipack, whatever. There's about 6 movies in this, and I think I already own the Young Master that's in this collection, but I haven't watched it yet, so once again, another thing where I'm like, boop. I like Jackie Chan's movies. His movies are hit or miss. Usually they're around a 3.5 out of 5 for me, but some of them rise above that, like the Police Story 1 movie and 3. 1 and 3, his Police Story movies are great too. It's like, you could throw that one in the dumpster, to be honest. But, he has a lot of good movies. Underrated movies like Mr. Nice Guy. I like that a lot, even though his dyed light brown hair was not working for him at all in that movie. It was giving, you need to keep having your black hair because you don't look good with brown hair, baby. Sometimes some Asians cannot pull off colored hair that is just like going against their black hair because of their skin tone and their face. Like, I want to dye my hair really badly, but I don't know if I'll look good having like that dirty blonde look on me or even just having a dark brown hair, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, Jackie Chan, still salty at him for, you know, not taking the lead role of Everything Everywhere All at Once, and then being salty towards Michelle Yeoh after she got all that praise and then got the Oscar nomination, and being like, well, I was their first choice. And I was like, well, Jackie, you didn't take the role. And it's probably because the role and the storyline between like the main parent and like the daughter was too much like your own situation. And instead of like, being accepting, you like are not of your daughter. And it's like, Jackie Chan is misogynistic and homophobic and all that, and it's like, baby, you're a fun personality and you make fun movies, but at the same time, it's like, you as a person, I'm like, I'm gonna have to step back on that one, baby. You're gonna have to step back on that one until you learn your ways. But anyways, still had to buy this because Jackie Chan's great, especially his very early movies. He was very, very, very spry and willing to do whatever and anything. So it's like, gotta watch these just to be like, what was he up to when he was like, what, in his early 20s, mid 20s? Just had to know. And also, I like the artwork of this digipack. It's like him in each of the 6 movies in this. And it's like, you better work. Whoever the artist is who did this, I mean, I could look this up in the Criterion collections, like detailed stuff about this whole thing, but I'm not going to right now. But whoever did the artwork for this, you slayed that, baby. You slayed that. No AI artwork. Let artists do their art, please. Not all artists do good cover arts for the Criterion, like covers for these movies, but you know what? This artist slayed, so props to you, baby. Props to you. Okay, and with that, those are all the movies I bought during the first round of the Barnes Noble's Criterion sale / the Criterion Collection's own 50% off flash sale that happened a few weeks ago. This was hard for me to get back into this chair, mainly because this area I've put like all my stuff that I haven't really situated in my room. All my vinyls are in this area usually, all my books, all my Blu-rays and 4Ks that I haven't put on my shelves and all that, they all sit in this area. So I'm very reluctant to make videos because I gotta move everything. Like, oh, also my like regular books. Did I say books? Well, I put books here too. But anyway, I just bought like the One Piece box set 3, the one that covers Thriller Bark to the New World, and I still need to buy Skypiea to Water 7. Water 7 is my favorite arc in One Piece, and I also gotta buy the Dressrosa to Reverie box set. I don't need the first box set because it's like that one's way too expensive for some reason. The artwork of it looks gross, and also I'm just not a big fan of like the first like segment of One Piece. I got into One Piece, I believe, starting in September. Whatever the show, the live action show on Netflix happened, I said, do I want to watch the live action version they just made, or do I want to watch the original anime? And then I thought to myself, original anime it is. Let's break the ice and finally watch it. And now, all the way in December, we're not in December, we're in November. All the way in November, I am in mid 600 episodes. I'm in the Dressrosa arc right now. So, once again, One Piece, living, not living, depending on how much filler I am watching at the moment. But I gotta say, once again, Water 7, that was the best arc so far of One Piece, and Robin is my favorite character. Robin, Chopper, those two, they're my babies. Love the both of them so much, so much. And it's weird because, you know, every time I like drive by a car and they have a decal of what's his name, Zoro, I don't think, oh, it's Zoro. I think Mosshead, and it's like, Sanji got me. Sanji got me calling Zoro Mosshead, and it's like, to be honest, accurate. To be honest, accurate. But yeah, tangent. I'm just going off on tangents in this video. But anyway, yeah, that's why I usually don't make that many videos, because stuff is in this area. But hopefully I make my video about all the vinyls I have once I've built my new vinyl stand. That's gonna go like to the right of me, like over here. Like I'm gonna build a vinyl stand. So maybe I'll make a video about all my vinyls. But yes, I do not imagine myself making another video about movies this year. So yes, sorry if you were, you know, expecting that, but it ain't gonna happen. Also, while I'm here real fast, let me just say, yes, I'm wearing my I'm Knuff shirt from the Barbie movie. That movie was a slay. Not a perfect movie. I find the stuff with, you know, the Mattel suits and that whole, everything about the whole Mattel segment of Barbie was boo. And everything with them coming to Barbie Land was boo. If you just cut all that out, that movie would have been way better, in my opinion. But yeah, I had to get this like hoodie. It's a hoodie, not a sweatshirt. I had to get this hoodie because it looked cute, and it is cute in person. Feels great. And also, I'm just like, you know, my baby Ryan Gosling was sporting in the movie, and I just said to myself, I gotta have it. Got to have that. And the fact that people are like, Ryan Gosling is not gonna win Best Supporting Actor anymore at the Oscars is giving me like, it's giving me like war flashbacks, because he should have an Oscar by now, and this should be it. But everyone's like, it's gonna go to Robert Downey Jr., and I'm just like, anyone could have done that performance. His performance was just fine. Like, y'all get him some of my like movie thoughts. Like, if you haven't been reading my Letterboxd reviews, even though it's like haven't been posting that much on Letterboxd either, because I've been playing video games and watching One Piece. But yes, sorry to everyone who expects more movie content from me, but I'd be lazy because I am playing video games and watching anime, and sometimes watching movies. If you follow my Letterboxd, you see that I'd be trying, but I'd be failing at the same time. Well, anyways, you guys, tell me down below in the comments what you guys got during this Criterion sale and what you're still planning on getting, like I am. Like, as I said, I'm still planning on getting The Last Picture Show on 4K, The La Cérémonie, and The Mean Streets on 4K. I don't think there's anything else I want from the Criterion collection. Oh, did I say earlier that I'm trying to get a Breathless 4K upgrade? Well, I am. That's something else I'm trying to get from the Criterion collection during this whole Barnes & Noble sale. But, you know, as I said, tell me what you guys already got and what you're planning on getting, and what do you guys think of what I got during the sale so far, and also the flash sale. Because I saw people making videos about the flash sale, but I was like, I'm too lazy to get up and do it around the time mine was delivered. So, you know, you got it in this video. You got it in this video. But anyways, tell me down below in the comments what you guys thought, as long as it's, you know, good. If not, I'm just like, I'm not going to read that, and I'm just going to continue playing my games. I am currently playing The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 1. I don't like saying The Legend of Heroes at the start. I just call it Trails. Trails of Cold Steel. I finished Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Great games. 2 great games. Platinum them. In the span of time that I made the last video for this channel, I've platinumed 4 games on my PlayStation 5. That's how much commitment and time I've put into being a gamer. Couldn't platinum Final Fantasy 16 because I'm missing 3 trophies, and one of them is playing the game on hard. And I don't know about that, baby. I don't know if I'm that hardcore of a gamer to play that game on hard. But anyway, I'm just being sucked into either watching One Piece or playing whatever current game I'm playing right now. Because right now, I need to finish Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2, and I'll probably take a break to play Spider-Man 2, and then, try to finish Trails of Cold Steel 3 before Persona 3 Reload comes out, and I gotta replay Final Fantasy 7 Remake before Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth comes out. So, a lot on my plate, but yeah. Well, anyways, if you guys made it to the end of this video, props to you, because I went on so many tangents and went into so many things that I didn't think I was going to get into this video. But then again, when I run my mouth, things just flop out of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed what I said. If not, then hopefully you left the video before this point. But anyway, thank you guys for coming to my channel and watching this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys around in the next video whenever that is made and whenever I post it. So yes, until then, I'm going to go now. So yes, okay, yeah, bye.